Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich Podcast. This session is going to be a discussion on comments from Be Rich videos. So the first question is how to deep dive a share. For example, Cosmo First, like how to find a sector PE company similar to the same script, any particular websites, blogs, platforms.
Well, let's talk about Cosmo First, for example. I use screener.in. Right? In screener.in, you put Cosmo. Cosmo First, it tells you all about the company. It tells you the PE, market capitalization, the price history is there for the last 1 year, and you can see for 10 years maximum. Then you can see PE ratio for over a period of time. Then you scroll further down, it gives you their analysis, right? Then below that, you have something called peer comparison.
Okay.
Then the sector is called packaging, industry is called packaging. Then you can see all the companies which are in packaging, which are classified under packaging and industrial packaging, are all listed there, and their market capitalization, their PE ratio, and their quarterly profits and dividend yield and everything is mentioned there. So that's the right away peer. Then you can scroll down further. It talks more about the same company, about that. So this is a great website to start with as a beginner.
Okay.
Right, it contains more than enough information. And if you want to go into balance sheets, you can see the balance sheet. And the links also down below. So annual reports are there. So you click onto that, it goes to BSE's website where the annual report has been filed. It'll pull it down for you as a PDF and you can read it. Con calls are there, meaning with investors. The management's had con calls, the transcripts are there, PPTs, notes, record of the con calls are there. Credit rating updates are there. So all the information which a new investor or someone who wants to do some basic analysis, it's all there. Remember, this is from screeners, their own database, so mistakes can be there. So whatever information you get, please verify and make sure before you decide to act on any information. Okay. This is just to give you an insight. Once you get the insight, check and verify everything. If it's correct, then you can proceed further with it. And when it comes to Cosmo First, we have already done an in-depth video about it. I'm sure they can Google and find out. I mean, on YouTube, go search in our channel.
I'll place in the description.
Yeah.
So that will help them.
Yeah, Arun will place the Cosmo video in the description. You can see the Cosmo video if you need more information about Cosmo.
So the next question is, sir, how to look at a holding company? Please compare Tata Investments and Bajaj Holdings.
Yeah, a holding company, in the name itself, it says. It doesn't actually do anything, a holding company. A holding company invests in other group companies, and it is easy for an owner to take ownership of multiple companies through one holding company. Also, it has tax benefits and investment benefits. So to leverage both of those things, they create holding companies. So let's say you have ABCDEFG company. So then you create an Arun holding company, which will have shares of ABCDEFG. You will own certain percentage of shares. And in holding also, you can hold it entirely to yourself, like, Tata and Sons. Or you can float it and make that also a public offering and allow investors and raise that as capital. So you see, Tata has a holding company which is publicly traded. Bajaj has a holding company. The same way Aditya Birla has holding companies. Lots of people have holding companies, and you can go and search. There are lots of them which are undervalued, because the reason why I say it's undervalued is if you see the holding company, it'll be trading at a price far lower than the sum of all what it's holding. Okay. Because the investors have not realized it's a holding company. So let's say you have a company, Arun company, which is invested in Infosys, and it's invested in Tech Mahindra, it's invested in L&T, and you're holding lots of shares in all these companies, and it's all your investment. So you should analyze to see what percentage of each of these you hold, and see the value of your company. That kind of analysis, it's a book analysis. Like how you do bank analysis, you have to see how much shares it has and which company, what is the percentage, and what are the dividends which are coming. Then see what are they doing in this company other than holding. What kind of expenses are they writing off? Right? Because sometimes holding companies will be used as a vehicle for filing taxes and reducing taxes. Seeing the balance sheet, you'll see all kinds of expenses being piled onto this company. They might have taken borrowing against these shares in the holding company. So that kind of analysis you should do before you decide to go into the holding company. Just because it's a Tata holding company, Bajaj holding company, you should not blindly buy it. You should do a little further investigation to its balance sheet, see what it's doing. Then, of course, if it makes sense, you can definitely buy it. Holding companies are great ways to buy one company. Through that one company, you hold multiple companies. Like buying Berkshire Hathaway, not only you get Warren's company. All the company Warren Buffett is invested in is all under Berkshire Hathaway. So you get to invest in all those companies, all those Japanese companies, all those Chinese companies, all those American companies.
And Berkshire Hathaway, majority of the portfolio is in Apple. So you become the shareholder of the Apple also.
Correct. By owning Berkshire Hathaway. So that is the advantage of a holding company. The disadvantage is you cannot control the holding company because you are just a small shareholder. So if tomorrow Warren Buffett decides to dump Apple, but you still like Apple, there's nothing you can do about it. So keep that in mind. When you join that ship, you have to sail with that ship. You don't have a choice.
It's like going in a train.
Correct.
Wherever the train goes, we
Correct. You have to go. You have not.
You cannot say I should.
All you can do is get off the train. That you can always do.
So this question is regarding the face value. In the balance sheet, I see this. Shareholder equity is equal to face value into number of shares. In the case of IPO, the face value is rupees 10 and the issue price is 100 rupees. So who will benefit 90 rupees? Company or the promoter? How is this accounted?
Well, there are different ways an IPO is done. You have to see how the IPO is structured, right? Companies can create new shares. Let's say you created a company, right? And you have 100% ownership of the company. But now you want to build a new factory. To build the factory, you need to raise money. So you decide to go into an IPO. So then what you do is you can say, okay, this IPO is going to be structured that 50% of the shares, whatever I owe, I'm going to create. Let's say you have 100 shares. You say, I'm going to create a new 100 shares, right? And I'm going to sell those 100 shares. Well, I keep my 100 shares.
Okay.
So your percentage of ownership from 100% comes down to 50%.
Yeah.
The owner does not get anything. Because when you sell those extra 100 shares to the market, all that extra money goes to the company. Because you want to build a new factory.
Yeah.
So you understand, the owner does not get it. Of course, there's another option. Let's say you've created a company and you launch IPO. Like you are an angel investor. You want to find an exit, right? You don't want to be sitting in Paytm anymore. You want to exit or whatever. You want to exit with the company. You tell the guys, let's do an IPO. So you find a way to exit. As an investor, once the IPO is launched, your shares are available for sale. You dump your shares in the market for whatever price and you exit.
Okay.
So it depends on what you do. So if the promoter is selling his holdings, he gets the money. Otherwise, if it's newly created shares, the company gets the money.
Okay.
Understood? That's all what happens in an IPO.
So this session has helped whoever the person has asked the question. So please keep posting in the comments. We'll answer in the upcoming videos. So if you like this video and you found it interesting, please like and share it with your friends and subscribe to this channel for more videos. So see you soon.
Thank you.